Hey, what is up, everybody? I am here once again with
James, the He-Man, Hebert.
you're James the He-Man Hebert this time. Usually call yourself J Hebert Side 95.
I'm gonna go buy a fucking shit ton of nicknames. What does it fucking matter?
It seems like every friend I make likes to have their own they come up with a shit ton of nicknames.
Well, I mean, for me, it's not that I came up with a shit ton of nicknames. It just happened like over time.
Yeah, I know. You're like what? Like James the Archangel, James the He-Man Hebert, James Hebert Side 95, and yeah. I mean, James the Archangel, that nickname's probably died, but
No, it has died. But I'll talk to you about that after the show goes off air because that may have changed. May have.
And then obviously everyone knows who I am. I'm Owen the Birdman Finch. I let you introduce yourself before I introduce myself. I'm no egomaniac.
Yes.
So
I know what that one was directed towards. Nothing.
It was pretty much directed towards just the top guys who like to put themselves over in the business. It wasn't really directed towards anybody.
I thought it was about someone else, but
no,
it's close enough.
Anyhow,
there you go.
So we're going to be pretty much talking about a little bit of everything just going on with WWE, kind of the final week going into SummerSlam. We're going to kind of quickly run over Raw and SmackDown. I mainly want to review Raw because I was there, and then SmackDown. I really just want to talk about the big thing that pissed me off. I'll talk about some quick things on SmackDown. Then we're going to do like a full review of 205 Live and NXT, which shouldn't take too long. There's not a lot really happened. Well, on that 205 Live, nothing really happened. And then NXT, we had some things happen, not a lot. Then we're going to give our predictions to NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3, which isn't going to be apparently the last one. I thought it would be, but I guess it's not. And then obviously we have SummerSlam coming up this Sunday. So I'll just start off by talking about Raw real quick. We won't go back and forth about segment. We'll both each just give our individual thoughts about it. Obviously, because I was there, I enjoyed Raw. I mean, when you're there live, I
heard the crowd was really good. I didn't actually watch it, but I heard Beantown represented.
They went nuts for Kurt. They went nuts for Kurt Angle. They went nuts for like that whole
Shield reunion.
But the thing that they don't hit is they actually pumped in cheer noise when Ambrose attacked Rollins, but they actually booed when Ambrose attacked Rollins like first, even though Ambrose was in the right to attack Rollins. So it was actually kind of weird. And then what else did they pop?
I think they were going because they didn't want them fighting, and then like when they reunited, then it was
I'm saying like they pumped in cheer noise when Ambrose attacked him originally when they showed the replay. So, I did enjoy that segment. It was and it was cool to like see Ambrose and Rollins working together again. If the Shield reunites, though, if it doesn't lead to Roman turning heel, obviously the protest continues. So it's like I guess I don't care about it because if they're not heel, I won't be watching regardless. So, and then we have I thought it was kind of silly that like after Ambrose and Rollins were fighting, they just sat there and waited for Cesaro and Sheamus to kind of come kick their ass. So that was kind of silly. But I'm looking forward to their Raw Tag Team title match. What else did I?
Title change.
So obviously everyone's complaining about it because I was there. And because I paid for this show and I'm not technically paying for SummerSlam, I don't really mind the title change because I was there live. I still don't think Neville should have lost the title because now that he's lost his title, probably after SummerSlam, now it's gonna go from like Neville being in the picture to fucking Akira Tozawa and Tony Nese fighting for the title. What the fuck is that shit?
Oh, I don't think that's happening. I think they have enough faith in Neville that they're straight up probably gonna give the belt back to him. That's
either that or I don't see him leaving the title picture after SummerSlam just because the division can't afford for that to happen. Either he just loses, and because of the way he acted on 205 Live, I could see him just really snapping. I definitely think the title change should have happened at SummerSlam, but I'm not going to complain that it happened on Raw since I was there. I mean, that's just not going to happen. So Um, and obviously, you know, Tozawa, I don't know if it was necessarily planned, but one thing that it does do is it does put over the Titus brand because
that had to have been a huge pop though when Neville won. I heard it was a pretty big pop.
You think Tozawa won? Yeah, it was a pretty decent. It was actually a pretty decent pop. And then obviously let's be honest, if it happened on SummerSlam,
oh wait, just want to point this out. Just want to point this out before you continue. Holy shit! They got rid of the purple fucking ropes for a title match on Raw. Cruiserweight title match on Raw.
The purple ropes have been gone off Raw for a while. So
fuck that I know. I haven't been watching.
And then obviously Balor Wyatt. The fans actually really didn't care about that match. We were kind of quiet for it.
Who the fuck would?
Funny thing is everybody did a USA chant for Finn Balor when he's from Ireland.
I know. No.
Yeah. There was a USA chant that was just.
He's from fucking Ireland. Oh my god, these people are Bostonians.
It was not one of our finest moments.
No, and like, not even that. Like, these people pretend to be Irish. They should know the difference. They should know the difference.
I did hear though that people were chanting Ireland, so then people chanted USA, but that was just really weird, and it was just not one of our finest moments.
God damn it! I would have chanted Ireland.
Nobody reacted when Bray Wyatt poured like the fake blood onto Finn. No one reacted. It was
maybe it's United States of Ireland. USA, USA, USA.
I don't know what the hell that was, but it was weird. And then nobody reacted to Mickie James versus Emma.
That's 9+10-21 territory. All right, you stupid.
Mickie James, no one reacted to Mickie James versus Emma, which I kind of felt bad for him, but I mean, no one cared about it, so.
I know, poor Mickie.
And then
Mickie has been used to utter shit, hasn't she?
I think the Dudleys were utilized better than Mickie James was.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
At least the Dudleys, like,
they should have left her. They should have left her on NXT. Looking at it now,
either that or just left on maybe Smack. No, actually, because SmackDown booked pretty badly now too.
I mean, the woman would have been is slightly better. At least she would have gotten there time.
Yeah, but all the fucking women on SmackDown get airtime. What is that saying?
No one special. You have a point.
And then people actually popped that Sasha Banks won. I don't know if it's just because she won in her hometown. No one expected it because we didn't expect Sasha to win since it was in Boston. So
yeah, speaking of Irish curses.
Obviously, you know, Roman got booed. No you don't realize how much. I don't know. No, but you don't realize how, like, you know, he's booed pretty loud, but you don't actually, like, realize how loud it is until you're actually there live. Like, it's fucking loud.
Yeah, no shit, because no one is for this.
So then afterwards, we sent a message in the chat, because obviously, you know, Steve always likes to say that he always gets cheered, so we sent, like, a video of Roman coming out, and he was booed really loudly. He got booed even louder, I think, when he speared Joe.
Yeah, like, and then, yeah, I saw his recent fucking post, by the way. Fucking Steve, let me just tell you something. 2 years ago, this exact fucking day, or no, a year and a half ago, not to this exact day, but a year and a half ago, you agreed with all the problems that were actually happening within this fucking company. And then, because you went to WrestleMania 32, you then become the WWE corporate bitch. I'm sorry. I know I'm not calling you out to be a dick. I'm calling you out to reveal some fucking truth. Because you're trying, I don't know what you're trying to hold on to, but you're not helping the problem. If anything, you're causing the problem to be even worse than it is. And the worst part of this is, you say he always gets cheered and all this stuff and then when you're presented evidence that no fucker likes him, not women, not children, not men, everyone in Boston booed him out of the fucking building. And at WrestleMania 32, by the way, which I heard video of that was a louder boos when on a video's phone. Someone's just home phone video. Okay. Then there is fucking, what is it? When it was live streaming on the network because they piped in cheer noises. When you were presented evidence, you then respond. I'm not going to reveal the whole message because I don't believe in leaking DMs. But essentially what you said was, if people then cheer for him, they have no right to, and they never should if they're going to boo him now. Well, gee. Ain't that fucking cynical, isn't it? And then you call us the cynical ones for booing a guy who is booked to shit because creative books their talent to shit, which is the bigger fucking problem. It's not that we don't like Reigns, idiot. It's the fact that we don't like this fucking booking. We don't like the direction of the booking. And Reigns is the fucking antithesis of it. His character's been fucking assassinated from what it once was, just like everybody else on this goddamn fucking roster. And until you fucking realize this, and until you wake the fuck up and smell the goddamn coffee, drink the goddamn caffeine, and wake the fuck up, perk up, and be like, you know what? They need to fix some shit. Instead of defending him at every fucking turn, you're not going to help the problem. Criticism is good. It's what they do with it that makes it fucking pointless. He's going to be booked by a babyface. He's probably going to win a SummerSlam, sadly enough. So, yeah, whatever. Cool, your boy wins. But understand this ain't helping WWE. And if anything, it has hurt WWE because that is the reason why the North American and UK audiences have been run through the fucking mud to the point where they had to go to India and have Jinder Mahal become WWE champion. Which, by the way, you've defended his ass too. You defend everything. You don't realize how bad it is. Because pretty soon, if they haven't already with the way they booked Jinder Mahal, probably have already fucking ran off that audience too because they realize, wow, yeah, this is just a publicity stunt. Yep, well, it was fun while it lasted. Time to go bye-bye. Because it's a running fucking meme. Sorry, not sorry. Like, you need to wake up, dude. I'm sorry. You need to wake up a little bit here. And if you want, I'll have Owen set up a debate. I'm fine with hearing your opinion. I think you have the right to defend it. We can have a debate. You're up for it. We can have it on your channel. Steve and me will have this debate and settle this because nothing of what I said is wrong. Not one thing I said is wrong. And I'm saying that from a realistic perspective, is that he knew the problems before he went to WrestleMania 32. And then all of a sudden, like, nope. Those problems don't exist anymore. They went bye-bye. Am I not wrong?
Yeah, they went away pretty. That's when he started defending Roman Reigns, I heard more so.
So, you know, maybe there's just more that I don't know. And maybe we can find that out and he can defend himself there. But I think we should actually have a debate on this. So it's up to you, Steve. I'm offering the invitation. You can come on. We can debate this on live on Hangout. Obviously, you'd have to plan it according to Owen's schedule, your schedule, and my schedule, however that works. Work it out. We'll work it out. But,
it could just be you two too, because I'll just be a third wheel on that. So.
But yeah, but there's always needs to be like a person that kind of like is you're friends with both of us, so it's like kind of not biased. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
It's because you defend Steve sometimes. I've seen you like you're not like terribly don't terribly disagree with Steve all the time.
It's only about the Roman Reigns thing, really, and the Jinder thing. So that's about it. But
yeah, but we can still debate, and that a debate kind of needs that third wheel to kind of steer everything in the right direction, so we're not like cutting each other off, and we actually have a debate. That's what. And then, but anyway, off on a tangent. I needed to get that out there, so hopefully.
And then everybody went nuts for the whole brawl that happened with Braun and Blog. That was really awesome.
Oh yeah, of course, because it's a fucking brawl. Why wouldn't you go nuts for it? It's fucking Boston.
And then everybody wondered what happened. Like they were supposed to do the Reigns and Strowman like street fight at the end, but then they didn't do it like as like a dog match, and then it didn't happen. They were just like, yeah, bye. So show's over. Like they didn't do any dog match or anything. So everyone was like, okay, it was not dog match. So it was, and they advertised it like on TV too, so it was weird. I think I covered everything on Raw about overall though, being that this show probably wouldn't come off great on TV. Oh, obviously too, another thing I forgot to mention, Jason Jordan, no reaction at all. And yeah.
He landed shit. And Chad Gable should have gotten the role because he's like 10 times better than Jason Jordan as a singles.
And Big Cass though got booed out of the building. Like not Roman Reigns booed out of the building, but he was booed, and that was actually a good thing for him because he's obviously being booed when he's supposed to be. So
yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe they're not booing him, but his theme song.
No, he was getting booed. Like there was no theme song. Like he actually came out and he couldn't talk for like 5 minutes because he was being booed. So.
Oh. So he didn't have a theme song. He just came out. What?
Well, he had his theme song, but I'm saying like he was being booed
that's what
after.
I'm saying. You sure they didn't boo his theme song? That's terrible.
Well, he was being booed during his promo, but so it wasn't like anyone was just sitting there.
Okay.
But so overall, not the best wrestling show I attended, but definitely a good wrestling show I attended. And then for SmackDown, ironically enough, I think SmackDown was just an okay show up until the main event really ruined SmackDown this week because I decently enjoyed SmackDown.
That cash in was horse shit.
I'll get to that. I'm trying to remember what started SmackDown. I don't even remember.
Can we just not? We don't care. Do we really care? I just want to talk about that because that was like the blunder of like all blunders.
I'm going to start off the cash in first because I haven't talked about it yet. You've talked about it already. So
many times, yeah, already.
So obviously the cash in. I'll pretty much just say what happened. Cena was just about to beat Jinder Mahal. Then Corbin came out, laid out Cena, and Cena had just given Mahal the super AA off the turnbuckle. So Corbin saw the perfect opportunity to cash in, and because of a Cena distraction, Mahal retained his title with a roll up. So obviously
No, it wasn't even like it was the stupidest distraction too because he punched Cena, and like Jinder Mahal has a finish, if you can call it that. A shitty fucking full Nelson rock bottom looking piece of garbage fucking thing that is not even a finisher, and it has as much effect as a fucking people's elbow. But at least that was more charismatic than this piece of shit fucking move.
of all the moves too, of all the finishes people don't kick out,
full Nelson shit bottom.
And of all the finishes
he didn't even use that. He used a roll up.
No, like I just thought of this now too. Of all the finishes too that people kick out of, they protect this finisher really well too for some reason.
They protect that finisher, but not the Kinshasa. Really?
Yeah. And then, but anyhow, I will say this. Now I'm not going to defend it at all, but I do agree with people that say that the Money in the Bank winner shouldn't succeed every time they cash in his contract. But this was not one of those instances where that should have happened.
Well, I mean, it could have been. It could have been. But first off, they stripped everything of what this dude should have had. His theme song shit now. His graphic packages are shit now. His lighting shit now. Like everything that he did have, they stripped him of. Now they stripped him of Money in the Bank. This guy's as bland as fucking goat shit now. If they kept everything and had him do it the non-traditional way and cash in at the next SmackDown pay-per-view ahead of time and challenge Nakamura for the championship and then lose it that way, which I don't think they're doing. I think Jinder, unfortunately, is going to fucking retain. I don't have much faith in this company. I never really had, but I digress. If they wanted to do it like that, he can then cash in, fail like that, and then he's not terrible. I think it'd make him look much better than him losing to a fucking roll up.
Well, I'll just talk about. So yeah, I'll just talk. Like I said, not everyone should succeed every time. I just realized too, like Cena's been involved in all the failed cash-ins because he failed his himself. He caused Sandow to fail, and then he just caused. Technically, he didn't even screw Sandow. He screwed Sandow. He didn't even screw Corbin. Like Corbin just was an idiot and took a cheap shot at him for no reason. Like instead of going after, he waited till the bell rang. He had plenty of time to attack Cena again before. Like why would he just? Like he should have just beat the crap out of Cena more.
Baron Corbin in the NXT would have just hit the end of days on him. Easily.
It was, but then, like I said, like it was stupid that he lost. He didn't take like 1 ounce of offense, and Jinder just got like 2 AAs and lost. That was stupid.
Yep.
And then, like pretty much it just kind of makes it feel like it wasted my time. So pretty much the WWE already had wasted enough of my time when I watched that Money in the Bank pay-per-view. They gave away the SmackDown Women's title, Money in the Bank, like the next episode of SmackDown. They did something else. They just had Lana just get jobbed out in quicker fashion every time she had a SmackDown Women's title match, and now they just kind of like that really like wasted my time. Like what the main event was the only thing worth giving a damn on that show, and now that main event means nothing. Like, they pretty much just put the briefcase on Baron Corbin just to have him lose. It was stupid.
I think honestly, rebooking it now, I would have had Styles win the briefcase.
Yeah, and especially.
I say that now because you could have built up a whole program between Shinsuke and Styles be the one to fail to cash in, but in a very hard-fought effort.
Well, how about this? How about you give it to Raw? How about since Raw's booked a little bit better than SmackDown is, how about Raw just have the Money in the Bank pay-per-view? That would have been better than what SmackDown fucking did.
It's just the fact that you know how lazy it is because last year SmackDown was way better than Raw, and now this year Raw is way better than SmackDown. They just want to teeter-totter because they think slow and steady wins the race. But guess what? Slow and lazy gets you no fucking sponsorship and could get you kicked off the USA Network before you can go full with your plan. And before you actually go with the plan you should be doing, and that's to fucking fix your creative writing before you get off the USA Network and bring it onto the WWE Network. You fucking schmucks.
I did hear though that I guess he has backstage heat now.
Who gives a fucking shit? Yeah, for the dumbest reason. Like, everyone has backstage heat. Enzo Amore has backstage heat. Jason Jordan has backstage heat. Baron Corbin has backstage heat. Like, it's just for the dumbest fucking reasons. It's literally the pettiest shit. First off, I guess he tweeted at fucking Dave Meltzer and was being a dick to him. But At the same time, he's a dick. Maybe. We don't really know what he's really like. Maybe he is a dick, but maybe he's being even more of a dick because I don't know. He's a fucking heel.
Plus, too, like,
Jesus Christ, like that's like saying, hey, don't be a heel. Don't be a heel. And by the way, I love Kevin Owens. Love what he's doing, right? But let's take Kevin Owens, for example, and what he did to that kid. Insulting him for wearing a Roman Reigns shirt. And he's like, I don't want you buying my shirt. And then that woman made a big uproar about it, whatever. Didn't punish him, didn't reprimand him. But you'll reprimand Corbin for blocking a couple of people on your fucking office team or whatever and tweeting to Dave Meltzer, being a fucking heel, playing the gimmick, living the gimmick, being the gimmick. Really? Fucking really? That's the reason why we're going to make him look like a fucking idiot in front of the whole fucking whatever. Well, not. I was going to say the whole world, but only like 1.5 million people watch it at this point, probably.
I think he might be like the
and
worst.
Most of that population is probably India.
I think he might be like the worst Money in the Bank winner now too. Because as bad as Sandow was, at least
Sandow at least put up a fucking fight and looked like he had a chance.
Corbin, like, and obviously too, like another reason this is bad. Obviously, this is a little thin. Is the way they like set up the Money in the Bank like cash in. That like the referee was like checking to make sure that Jinder could go, even though I thought like the whole point of cashing in, like the referee screwed up too because like. I feel like once you hand off the Money in the Bank briefcase, you don't make an announcement about it enough. The match is just, you win the bell, the match is on, and Corbin could have actually won the match anyways if the ref didn't dick around so much.
Yeah. No, you're
and then,
right. It's so stupid too. Like, he shouldn't have cashed in this way. He could have been the one person that was booked to not look like a schmuck and still come out the losing end, and now they
kind of like now they lost their main interest in the title match because the whole interest was whether or not Baron Corbin was going to cash in. Now they don't have that anymore.
Well, no, my interest is hoping and praying that some stroke of luck comes into that fucking creative meeting and says, you know what, we got to give Shinsuke the belt. This isn't working.
That was another main key interest. So was Corbin cash it in because I was like talking about all the time, and then it's like they wanted to take that option away so that way it couldn't happen.
That's what I hope. Maybe that's part of the reason why they did it like this. Still make Corbin look like an idiot. But at the end of the day, step one of what they have to do now is they have to give Shinsuke the world title.
I don't think he's ever going to recover.
They have to. They have to. I don't think they're going to, by the way, but they have to.
I don't think Corbin's ever going to recover from this, though. Like, everyone's going to remember that he failed his cash.
He's done. He's dead in the fucking water. He's Jobber Central for life now.
Like, there's no way
Jobber music, Jobber lights, Jobber fucking graphics packages. Like, they were building him up to be a fucking jobber. Like,
I think he is the worst. I think he is worth the worst Money in the Bank winner because he was like never on TV.
But this guy has less stock now than Dolph Ziggler, and he's not even on the show.
He's pretty soon going to be off the show, I think.
Well, no, Ziggler's coming back. He's just dealing with that fucking court case right now. His brother being an idiot. So I don't continue.
And then other things, other than that though, like SmackDown was just. Like I said,
it was. I think
but
that made it shit.
Yeah, that made it shit because like that's like the.
You don't even remember everything else. That's like the one thing you know.
I don't even remember what opened. I didn't even remember what opened the show.
Dude, I'll explain to you. First off, we know we have a Baron Corbin fanboy. By the way, his name is Colin, and Pro Wrestling Roundtable cheap plug. He did an interview with Shady C right after SmackDown went off the air. And I had no idea what happened, but Colin sent a photo of just his face and like, oh.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't know what happened either.
And then he started freaking out and he's like, I'm at a loss for words. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And It's like he's making a scene, and we call him. He explains the finish to us, and we're like, "The fuck you say? What?"
It doesn't
Who
even
the fuck wrote this bullshit? Like, that was my initial reaction. It's unbelievable. It's the most unbelievable fucking shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Why?
I don't know. Like, I'm guessing like he's gonna, like I said, like I agree that people shouldn't win the title every time they cash that thing in, but they shouldn't lose the way he did, and he should have been maybe one of the guys that succeeded.
Yeah, right.
Because like it was just stupid.
It's just all of it's dumb. All of it's fucking dumb. Who cares? I don't even want to talk about SmackDown. I'd actually rather talk about 205 Live than this piece of garbage.
So we're gonna talk, but yeah, SmackDown though. That's pretty much like the big thing that happened that came out of SmackDown that I just wanted to cover because I haven't covered it yet. So now on to 205 Live. Not a bad show, but nothing really was accomplished on 205 Live.
Oh, by the way, I got a rant on Vic Joseph, but I'll wait until the part comes up. However, good show overall. Wasn't terrible.
Yeah, good. Was not terrible.
Started off with a pretty damn good tag match.
Well, no, first what happens is it shows some stuff on the WWE.com exclusives.
Gotta say, I'm not a fan of Drew Gallagher. Fucking clean shaven and his new look is just fucking cringe. Oh god, it's cringe. Oh god, it was like a little boy trying to do his first rally as like a social justice warrior, made his first break in the wrestling business for the first time and decided to team with the big boys and have a match with the big boys. He just looks so out of fucking place.
He's not teaming up with the big boys. He's teaming up with 205 Live people. These ain't the big boys, buddy.
All right, fine. My point is they look more professional than him. Is my point. Like, this dude, like, he looked like a killer, and now he looks like a fucking.
But first, what happens?
Like, I'm cringing so bad. Like, but the back, like, thinking about his new look, like, makes the back hairs fucking stand up.
Yeah, like it's with his new look. I'll admit is weird. I think I've seen him like this for like a little while now, so I'm more used to it now than I was. But I think I remember when I first saw it, it was weird.
I'm not used to it. I'm still not used to it. I think I saw it like twice. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, I saw it like doing that whole Mustafa Ali feud. What's kind of a shame for him, I'll admit, is now that feud's over, he's just gonna go back to doing what he was doing before, and that's jobbing, which kind of sucks.
And he really shouldn't, because he's really fucking underrated. Like, the guy is a fucking killer. Like, he's intense as shit.
I think he had like when doing the CWC, he
was a gladiator in that promotion, dude. He was one of the only real wrestlers there.
I think he had like the best match in the CWC. Well, no, I think we say that about any match.
He wrestled Montez Ford, and he put him to fucking shame. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. But anyhow, that's not what happens first. We had the WWE.com exclusive stuff. Akira Tozawa gets like his custom cruiserweight title, which looked kind of cool. And then Mustafa Ali's being interviewed, and he gets asked about like what's next. Because one thing that did make 205 Live excited element was this was the first show after Neville had lost his title, so they were kind of trying to make it feel like what's going to happen now that Neville lost his title, even though he could still get us. This, like I said, would have been better if Neville was completely out of the title picture, because then they could say, well, who can challenge him next? So Mustafa Ali was like talking about that, and the Brian Kendrick's like popping up behind him, and he's looking all around because he's worried that Jack Gallagher is gonna come kick the shit out of him.
Dude, him and Neville are great actors. Can we talk about that for a minute? Like, if their profession wasn't just wrestling, they'd make it so well in Hollywood. Their acting is on point.
Kendrick's really good.
Oh boy, Kendrick is fucking incredible. Like, he looks like he's in fear for his life. I guarantee you, just to endorse the role, he probably didn't sleep for like 2 days just to make it look like he really hadn't slept.
I feel like a lot of people don't talk.
Hold on, slept, Jane?
Slept.
Slept. Excuse me.
You've been doing. You did 2 shows today.
Yeah, 3. This is my 3rd.
I feel like a lot of people too don't really talk about, like, in the IWC, don't talk about how good Kendrick is too. Like, he's really good.
He's the best out of. He really, in reality, him and Neville are the best. And quite honestly, I think Kendrick should go babyface and challenge Neville. He's the only other legitimate guy. Like, he's too damn good not to be in the title picture. I know he probably doesn't care. And he's fine. He's happy and fine with any position he's given. I get that. I get he's happy being a trainer. I get he's happy being a mentor. I get all that. This dude is so fucking good.
He's too good not to be on. He's too good just to be on 205 Live. That, like, he's that.
Him and Neville both. Him and Neville both. Well, and the sad part is if they book this right, Neville, Kendrick, TJP, if they booked those 3 characters right, could have been the fucking, like, standard bearers of the division. If there was actually hope, there was actual hope in the creative committee.
Oh, that reminds me too of
they probably would have gotten, like, Zack Sabre Jr. and Kota Ibushi.
That just
they probably could have even gotten a few other guys, a few other big names.
It just reminded me too what TJP, we'll get to that later, does in this show is so stupid. That just reminded me of that. See, every time you say TJP, I gotta think it's his stupid stuff instead of his good stuff. But anyhow, I wasn't like Kendrick, like, at least with Neville though, he's at least getting on Raw. Like, I'm saying, like, Kendrick should, like, he's only on 205 Live, like, he's not on Raw. At least Neville's on Raw.
He should be on Raw though. I want to rant about Vic Joseph. This fucking shithead is the play-by-play guy, right?
Oh, wait, well, let me first.
Grand Metalik does a sling blade bulldog, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Vic's response is like, wow, the king of the ropes on point, and a nice takedown right there. But what?
It didn't make.
Takedown. Okay, takedown. Yep, it's takedown, guys. It's a fucking takedown. It's a fucking takedown. No, it's not a fucking takedown. It's a sling blade. It's a fucking variation of a bulldog. It's a sling blade mixed with a fucking bulldog. I wanted so bad to scream, and I couldn't when I watched this at first, and I'm like, the fuck?
I wasn't listening to his commentary, but as much, and then when he said that,
I was trying to tune him out, but that's what I heard. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This guy can't really be that moronic that he doesn't know the name of that move.
You know what? He
know the combination of the 2 moves that the fucking dude just did.
You know what I literally hated too?
Not to mention Finn Balor's his fucking mentor. He brought him in the fucking company. Grand Metalik is brought in because of Finn Balor. Fuck's sake.
You know what I hated even more though is the first voice I had to hear, like when 205 Live after that video package, I had to hear his voice, not the intro video or anything. I had to hear his voice, like the first thing that was the first thing I heard on the show.
He is unbearable. Like, he sounds like he hasn't hit puberty still.
I guess I heard too that it used to be like he called like the NBA Finals. If he was calling the NBA Finals, that must have been like the worst NBA Finals ever.
God,
it had to have been.
March Madness was March Sadness, if that's the fucking case.
That's what they try to say, that he called the NBA Finals, like. And you know what the funny thing is? NBA Finals still. his NBA Finals still beat Raw in the ratings, and he was on commentary for it. I'm guessing
shots fired. Bang.
if he, but I think if he, I think I'm gonna start probably watching 205 Live on mute when it comes to the wrestling because I just can't stand to hear his commentary.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's that unbearable. I'd rather just review NXT, honestly.
Oh yeah,
you want to replace it with another show? Like we'll just watch Ring of Honor or something. I'd rather do that. Ring of Honor and NXT. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, we'll wait till
much better than this 205 Live fucking shithead, supposed color commentator, supposed play-by-play guy who doesn't know shit for moves and sound like he hadn't hit puberty and is like reversing in puberty.
But anyhow, let me just catch up on what because we just like. So yeah, like I said,
you want to play some baseball?
So Kendrick comes up to Mustafa Ali and he interrupts him. Mustafa Ali challenges him to a match, and Kendrick doesn't really answer. But I guess the match is made official because he just runs away because obviously he's afraid Jack Gallagher's showing up. I thought that was funny.
I'm the man with the plan. I'ma run away like a bitch.
And then we had the commentary team. Obviously, we know who one of them was, but also Corey Graves was there. But then we had the opening tag team match. It was Cedric Alexander and Grand Metalik versus Tony Nese and Drew Gulak. One funny thing I found about this match is that when the entrances first happened, they didn't even show the win at all. I don't know if you noticed that. Like when
they're just kind of like,
because I think there was still
know what a ring looks like, right?
No, I think what happened is they were trying to set up the win still because I think Corbin like destroyed it, but like I don't know. Maybe they were still setting up the win, but like
what do you mean Corbin destroyed? What did he do?
Well, he like flipped out after he lost his Money in the Bank opportunity, so he was like throwing stuff around.
Right. He fucking made it to right.
And then before the match starts, Drew Gulak comes out to cut a promo. Will she come out and cut the promo in his bullhorn?
This is such cringe. This promo.
Yeah, this does not sound like this.
Just go back to CCW or Evolve. You're much better off.
But he says that he doesn't like show offs. Even though he says Tony Nese is a show off, but he's a good kind of show off or something. Which is kind of weird because that's what
I guess he really hits Dolph Ziggler.
And
John said he can be friends.
I guess Grand Metalik and Cedric Alexander both wanted rematches, so Tony Nese called up Drew Gulak just randomly for advice about
This is the dumbest fucking pro. Like, it's so dumb. It's so nerdy, and it's just not him.
And then he says that that they should just wrestle them as a team because they've been a team before. And seeing Drew Gulak and Tony Nese team up makes me just want them to join the tag team division instead of being in the cruiserweight division because they actually have a really good team together.
I'm not lying. Fuck this segment. I'm not lying. Mom, where's the bleach?
And then we had the match. The match I thought was good. I thought Grand Metalik and Cedric Alexander worked pretty well as a team.
Yeah, no, they were pretty good. It was a weird mix-up, but it was pretty good.
Grand Metalik was really good as normal. I think he hit his dives, the same dives he did the first.
That was the pop of the whole night was when he did that moonsault. That was fucking beautiful, dude.
And then
let's talk about Cedric Alexander winning a fucking match. It's a fucking miracle. Oh, praise be to Lord.
Anyone? Because I was worried that the other team was gonna win because I didn't really want the other team because I thought Grand Metalik was just gonna be there to eat the fall. That's honestly why I thought he was in this match.
Right.
But Cedric Alexander won by pinning Drew Gulak which nobody ever kicks out. Which nobody ever kicks out of. That's a protected finisher. I don't think anyone ever. I don't think that's saying much in the cruiserweight division. I don't think anyone in the cruiserweight division gets out of it.
Could you imagine if fucking Roderick Strong and fucking Cedric Alexander teamed up and they did like the double like the end of lumbar or something like that, where they do the lumbar check and the end of heartache?
That'd be
to
sick.
The upper and spine. Oh god, ow, that hurts thinking about it. Fuck, man, that kill.
Although I thought this was a good tag team match here. No, I don't really think the win matters for either team though, because it's not like they're going anywhere. So
Cedric's gonna be the next WWE Universal World Champion ever of the world. He'll be the best of all times.
I'm happy Cedric won though. That was good. So
he's gonna beat Jinder Mahal. I wish anybody but Jinder Mahal. Continue.
Then we had like Lindsay Dorado, Noam Dar, and Aria Daivari were backstage.
Lindsay is the fucking greatest. He's like, I ain't a part of this shit.
Because Noam Dar and Aria Daivari were talking about how happy they were that Neville lost his title, and then Neville walks in, and they just all leave, and they don't want anything to do with it.
The heels talking shit about another heel. That was weird.
Well, Neville's not really like Neville was against everybody though in the cruiserweight division, so
yeah, fair enough.
He was like,
except for Kendrick, wasn't he? Was he against him too? I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
They didn't talk about that much. So,
because Kendrick literally endorsed him, and then like all of a sudden we just don't fucking see him, and then he's in a pointless feud with Akira.
Well, it actually served a point because look who the champ now is. So, that feud helped Tozawa.
Fair enough.
I did like though, like when that Lindsay Dorado was just randomly there because apparently everyone like loves Lindsay Dorado for some reason. Like he's like a meme though. Like everyone always jokes about him getting a push. It's so weird.
Oh well, Colin actually somehow has him as his world champion.
But he always gets like a joke push. Like one of the things. Well, then again, it's what culture they when they did the whole like when the Kurt Angle thing was going on. Like Jack said like that. Like Kurt Angle was gonna be like a gay lover with Lindsay. I think he was trying to be funny, but it wasn't funny. So it was like
because it's Adam and he doesn't know how to be funny, and his jokes have run out. Staler than fucking WrestlePie when they tried to fucking fuck over Grapple Vision. What?
No, this was Jack, not Adam. So.
Oh, same fucking people.
But I'm just saying, like everyone like jokes about Lindsay Dorado getting a push. I don't really. I mean, he's a decent athlete, but like, I don't know what. Now that it's a meme, I think it just kind of it hurt his credibility of him ever getting a push. Because I feel like so this is like one thing that the fans could have ruined. So, because now if they push him, it's just going to be because of this memes we hear about.
Yeah, better than Jinder Mahal. Anyway.
Then after when Neville comes in though, he just destroys the locker room backstage. I thought it was sick. It looked like Neville too, like. Just like
his acting is on fucking point, bro.
He acted exactly the way he should have been acted when that he just lost his title that he held for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
It actually made the title seem important. And then we have the next match. I love the next match here. It was the Brian Kendrick versus Mustafa Ali. The match was still good, but the story in the match was so much better. So Kendrick, he's coming out. Looks like he hasn't slept for days. He's looking all around for Jack Gallagher. And at first, the match takes place. Mustafa Ali is pretty much out wrestling Kendrick because Kendrick's just not focused. He's worried about Jack Gallagher. And every time Kendrick hits a move, he doesn't follow up on it right away. And actually, one thing I did like was Corey Graves actually pointed this out. This was good. Corey Graves was like, this isn't the normal Kendrick. Kendrick doesn't normally wrestle like this. And then
Kendrick's great. Oh, man.
Then eventually Mustafa Ali goes for his inverted 450, but Kendrick pulls out his legs, and then he destroys Mustafa Ali. He starts to become the old Brian Kendrick. His guards finally let down. He gets him into a captain's hook, and Mustafa Ali is able to get the ropes, and he annihilates him. He traps his foot in the steps. One thing I also love about Kendrick.
Next thing you know, here comes Jack Gallagher beating the piss out of him. And I mean, this dude bum rushed him like no one's business. He comes in, he fucking clocks him in the back of the head. and then just starts wailing on him. Calls for the DQ. Brian Kendrick wins by DQ. And he's chased out of the fucking arena. Jack Gallagher stands tall on the turnbuckle, and he looks like he's a fucking angry little fucking shit. Like, oh boy. And then Kendrick backstage, kind of continuing off this, even though it's later in the show. He goes and he says, "Wait, I got it. I'll challenge him to a duel. Then he won't attack me anymore. He'll just attack me face to face." And that was like, he'd rather be attacked face to face than backstage. I think that, honestly, probably the most underrated story, probably because it's on 205 Live. I think the way they're booking this is brilliant, in fairness. And I think it's Brian Kendrick that's making it look as believable as possible. Like, he's scared of this guy. He's legit scared for his life.
Because if anybody else was in this, if it wasn't Kendrick in the story, it wouldn't work.
Kendrick in the story makes it work so well.
And Jack too. Jack's got his, like, he's really making himself look like he's like
Jack
huge.
is great. He's great. He's showing another side to himself. As I said, I think the best overall performer. Him and Kendrick are the best overall performers.
So I'm guessing this duel. So I'm guessing what this duel is it's going to be like the one he did with like Ariel Daivari earlier this year. With except the difference I think it was going to be is Jack Gallagher. What I could see, because there's so much stuff they could do. They could either have just Jack Gallagher not want to partake in it and just kick the shit out of him. But I definitely think Kendrick is going to get his revenge next week, and he's going to have something planned because it's Kendrick. So, like, maybe do like a captain's hook with like the umbrella. That would look really cool.
Oh yeah. I
think Kendrick is going to get his revenge, and he's going to have something planned because he's the man with the plan. So.
He's the man with a plan. All right, next segment.
The next segment isn't good. This is the TJP Rich Swann feud. So Rich Swann gets interviewed. I guess he was supposed to have a match with TJP, which I knew wasn't going to happen because they would have advertised it if it was going to happen. So
yeah, I thought Ariel Daivari. Oh my God, go from one of the best actors to one of the fucking worst. Oh my God.
So he comes up and says that he's facing him tonight.
Terrible. He's fucking terrible. I'm sorry. He's fucking terrible. Ariel Daivari is the fucking worst I've ever heard on the microphone. It is the worst thing I've ever fucking heard. Like, never again do I want to hear this guy. Like, he can't act at all. He can't even act like, we're going to beat you.
He just
no, go away.
But he tells him that Daivari tells him that he's facing with him instead. And he says that he shouldn't be worried about his friend TJP because he asked what happened to TJP. We never find out, but we're going to find out later on in the night. And then he says that you should be worried about me because I'm going to represent my country, Arabia.
It's so stupid. Like, it's just no substance at all.
The match happens. I've seen this match like 3,000 times, so I didn't care. And it's the same match every time, pretty much. So,
especially with Ariel Daivari because he's a fucking shit worker.
Swann goes for his Phoenix Splash, but then TJP's music hit and he comes out on crutches. But like he was attacked, we don't know what happened to him.
It was the fucking weirdest thing, and he just stands there with like the dumbest fucking stare, like no expression, and just I don't fucking know. It's weird. Like now he went from he was supposed to be the standard bearer of the cruiserweight division, which is what he should have been all along, to now he's the geeky nerd, to the angry geeky nerd, to then the geek trying to find himself again, geeky nerd, to now he's the emo geeky nerd.
Yeah, it's weird. But then what happens is this distracts Witch Swan, and
Aria wins with the goddamn roll up, doesn't he? I think.
it's the Hemlock clothesline. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Well, I guess there is one finisher that's worse than Jinder Mahal's, and that's a fucking clothesline. That's a piece of shit.
I don't know. Yeah, this whole Witch Swan TJP feud just needs to end. But knowing 205 Live, they like to drag storylines out like forever. Some of them are good, some of them are bad.
Anyway.
Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But this one, nope, not good. What should have happened though was like, if I was booking this and I had to book within this storyline, I would have had TJP just come up and said he wasn't going to wrestle him because he's beaten him every time he's had a chance. So he just goes out and Devoe at him instead. And then he distracts him and loses. Yeah. That's what should have happened. Unless TJP is really hurt, then that's different. But if he was hurt, I don't think he would be there. So.
You know what this reminds me of? Great matches, but no one really cared about the feud. Trent Beretta and fucking Kurt Hawkins on Superstars way back.
Because it was on Superstars.
This is what that feud reminds me of. Because the matches were great. Or really good to great, but no one cared about the feud.
I didn't even think it was a feud. I just thought they were having matches every week.
Yeah, right?
Like, at least this is like, they're trying to build a story around this. Trent Beretta and Kurt Hawkins were just having matches.
Fair enough.
I think
they actually did have a feud because they were former best friends. Like, that was the whole thing. They actually did somewhat of a storyline.
But they didn't really talk about it, though.
Yeah, I know. Fucking stupid. Anyway, continue.
I feel like Trent Beretta should have joined the Cruiserweight division. What was his name?
But he's teamed up with Chuck E.T. as the best friends.
Well, it's probably better than what I wonder what like these cruiserweights then like. Wow, I could be tearing it up on the indies, but instead I'm doing this. Except for probably like Neville, probably Kendrick because he probably wouldn't be wrestling. So it's like maybe Jack. I feel like Jack probably isn't. Some of them are.
Jack would definitely be like the Star of Progress or like a different like ICW or something. Maybe you go down to NXT Honest Craft to be the UK champ. I feel like Jack. I feel like Jack just so good. He has a job for life anywhere.
I feel like Jack though at least Jack gets like. I feel like they at least utilize. I feel like Jack is like out of like the people in the CWC. That wasn't in WWE before. I think Jack's gotten like the best share out of it.
Really, yeah, it's fair to say. And he hasn't even been champion yet.
He hasn't. Yeah, he's only had one title match. But think about it, he got to be a part of that great Aries and Neville feud. He got to.
Yep, like he's benefited the most.
He wrestled, and now he's wrestling.
I thought they were booking TJP to be way better when they teamed them up with Neville, and then they fucking threw that out in a fucking hurry, idiots.
But then we had the next then we had the next segment. It was the Kendrick segment, but we've already talked about that. Yeah. And then we had Akira Tozawa's championship celebration. It was that was
fucking great.
Having Titus O'Neil on 205 Live. Even though Titus O'Neil like hasn't won nothing, it is a name. Titus O'Neil is a good name to have on 205 Live because he's at least someone that's established because he's been a tag team champion and the company always like treated him.
Times too. Oh no, actually only one time. You feel like it'd be multiple times.
And then the company obviously too like treats him pretty well. He always does like the spoke stuff. So
watch him get fired for the shit Abe W did.
Wait,
sorry. Watch him get fired for the shit Abe W did.
You know what? Doesn't he kind of remind you now of AW?
That's a little bit. I'm saying. I think he's adopted a lot of AW,
man. So pretty much what happens is he has the championship celebration. Titus O'Neil talks about how he's proud of him, and he actually thanked him. He thanked him for.
Titus is such a grateful guy in real life, man. He really is.
I definitely think he thanked him for like showing the kids that they can follow a dream, like Akira Tozawa when he achieved his dream of being cruiserweight champion. And then Titus O'Neil when helping the Titus brand get, because let's be honest, if Akira Tozawa didn't win this title, the Titus brand probably would have just fizzled out. But now it's not. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. So,
now hopefully Apollo Crews can get a fucking Intercontinental title under his belt, and we'll be good.
And then next, what happens is the next thing that happens is great. Neville comes out, and he's just like looks like he's crazy. He talked
the best fucking shit ever. Shows you'd think this be cheesy, but Neville doing it is perfect. Shows up the timer for when SummerSlam is going to happen. I don't know exactly what he said, but he said the amount of time he had, the exact amount of time he had.
It was like 4 days around that time, but now it's.
He said 4 days until your demise, and he looked like a crazed fucking maniac, and I was like, wow.
He even talked about how like
that is passionate for what you do, man.
He talked about too how he brought like the Cruiserweight Championship, he brought prestige into that title, which he did.
Absolutely.
And now Tozawa ruined it in like 24 hours. Which I wouldn't say they did, but obviously because maybe they're trying to talk like it's going to go in that direction anyway. So, and then afterwards, Tozawa wants to fight Neville, but Titus O'Neil doesn't think it's a good idea. It wasn't Titus, I don't think, being a heel, but I think he was just being like that good manager trying to protect his investment. But then Tozawa just attacks him anyways. He throws him into the barricade, and he just beats the crap out of Neville. He has to dive on him on the outside, and Tozawa stands tall.
Fuck low-key wrestling in a suit. I can watch Akira wrestle in a suit any day. Dude looks badass. Fucking doing that diving headbutt in a fucking suit jack. Suit and tie.
And thank God they main evented this because if they didn't make
this was the best way to close out the show. They did it right this time.
Overall though, I thought this was a pretty good show, mainly because of Kendrick and Neville and Jack Gallagher. I just thought like the two feuds, because they took up like a good portion of the show. Like Neville, and I also enjoyed the tag match with Matt Dalik and Cedric Alexander versus Drew
I think the only bad segment was like the Arya Daivari, TJP, and the Rich Swann shit. That's really and everything else is great.
Also, what hurts the show is the commentary.
Those are like the two big negatives, I guess. But it's still, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Rating. All right, star rating matches, right?
Yeah. So the tag, I'll go first. The tag match, I'll give 3 stars. Good tag match.
Yeah, 3 stars.
The Kendrick Mustafa Ali match, even though it wasn't like the best match they could have had, I'm going to give that 3.5 stars because of the way Kendrick.
The match was structured and the way it was perfected. Very good acting.
Probably Arya Daivari, with Swan, 2 stars.
No, one by me. I hated it.
Okay, I'll give it 2.
Fuck Daivari. He ruins every match.
I think those were the only matches. I think it was Mustafa Ali, Kendrick, the tag match, and then Arya Daivari with Swan. Actually, I'll probably give it 1 3/4 because of that finish and like the storyline. So, and that's it for 205 Live.
Otherwise, go home show, and now NXT's go home show.
Did you not like it?
Boy.
Did you not like it, or?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, you were talking like you didn't. All right, so let's talk about.
Tired, but I love this. I love this show.
So we have the NXT exclusives. Danny Burch gets interviewed, and he talks about whether or not he would give Oney Lorcan like a rematch, like to have a final rubber match. And he says that he definitely would, since he gave him a rematch. And he talks about like his career going on, how he's had some ups and downs because obviously he's been in WWE for a while, even before NXT.
I hope that's a match at the NXT Takeover Brooklyn card lineup for like people in attendance, because that will debut next week, and I really want to see how the Brooklyn crowd reacts.
I wish this was the match at. I would have preferred like this match over the Almas Johnny Gargano match instead.
And I understand why they didn't, though, because they're trying to establish Johnny Gargano. You can't.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong with the match. The match is going to be great. It's CN's always a good worker, and Johnny Gargano's a fantastic worker. It's going to be a good match.
I think they should have at least find a way to fit this match on the show somehow, like on the actual show.
I hope they do. They have to fit that match on the show. The Street Profits on the show. And they have to fit Peyton Royce and Ruby Riott.
Yeah.
We'll get to Billie Kay, but she's improved too. Holy shit.
And so yeah, I like the Danny Burch interview. I noticed they got rid of NXT Insider. I guess that didn't go too well. I feel bad for NXT because it was actually not that bad.
It hinders the progress of NXT anyway.
Yeah. And then it actually showed like a video on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it. It was like the Street Profits working out. It was actually a pretty cool video. It was just showing all the workouts and stuff.
Montez
and then we had
and Angela Dawkins are the funniest fucking act. I love them. They're fucking great.
And then we had the commentary team of Percy Watson, Nigel McGuinness, and Mauro Ranallo. We had the contract signing for the NXT Women's Championship match. William Regal is the one conducting the contract signing since he's the GM. And Ember Moon.
And he doesn't do much, which is the best part.
So Ember Moon talks about how Asuka, how she's Asuka's toughest opponent because she's always had to take shortcuts with her. She had to push the referee.
Ember Moon's best promo, by the way. Ember Moon's best fucking promo.
Oh, yeah.
She really, I don't know what she did in her promo classes, but holy shit, this is a fucking improvement than what we've seen in the past.
Because she had to push the referee in front of her at NXT Takeover Orlando, so that way she couldn't hit the Eclipse. She had to injure her so she couldn't compete at NXT Takeover Chicago. But then she says that she's going to take out all this anger and she's not going to let any shortcuts hurt her of finally defeating Asuka's undefeated streak. Then she signs a contract. Then Asuka signs a contract, and she starts saying some stuff in Japanese, which was probably some great stuff, but we didn't hear what it was, but I couldn't understand what it was.
I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to get, hopefully, someone, they say they know Japanese. We'll see. If they do, I'm going to see if they can translate this for me. If they can, I'll let you know exactly what she said.
And then they have like a face-off confrontation, and yeah, I can't wait to see the match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. I think that match is probably going to be the best match storyline-wise, just because of how long it's been built up.
Yeah,
and I can't wait for it.
Perfect.
And
well,
I would say Asuka. I would say Asuka got the best of Ember Moon here because.
Yeah, by far. We'll continue anyway.
I mean, I ask you your thoughts, but I think you have the same thoughts I do, probably.
It was one of the best contract signings I've seen in a while.
No fighting, so that was good.
Yeah, jeez. Something different for a fucking change.
Then I like this segment. Chris, sorry, I read the wrong name. William Regal was backstage, and Chris Silvio comes in, and he asks him for one more chance in a tag team match. Because
what's his name?
Chris Silvio. No, wait.
No, it's not Silvio. That was his tag partner.
Late Sullivan.
Yeah, he was weird. He kept his promise, by the way.
So he says that he wants another chance at a tag match. Regal doesn't want to give him a chance because every time he's given him a tag match, he beats the shit out of his partner. So then he says that
just team up with Dozovich. Shit myself, Inc. Man, it's money.
He said, "I'll keep my promise. I promise I won't beat up my partner in the ring." Remember that words. It says in the ring. So Regal gives him he says he's got one more chance. So the match happens. They face this. He teams up with Chris Silvio, where we face the Street Profits, and Chris Silvio just like he originally late Sullivan.
Hold on, before we start that, we gotta do this. Get off of me! Montez Ford's reaction. No. It fucking runs back to fucking.
That was awesome. Yeah, but pretty much they destroy Chris Silvio, and they beat him with the pump up one-handed spine buster into the frog splash, and then afterwards Chris the late Sullivan is all pissed. So he picks him up and brings him to the back, and he brings him out to the outside, and he beats the crap out of him. There was randomly a guardrail there for some reason, and he drops him on that. Then he drops him right into a dumpster. And I did like I forget who he said it.
You know what I feel like is gonna happen though? You know what he reminds me of a lot? He reminds me of Steve Cutler.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that I feel like they should team up?
I don't even know. I actually forgot about him until you just mentioned him. I don't even know what happened to him. If he's because I haven't seen him on NXT since November when he was jobbed out by Shinsuke. So, but I liked this because I did like that he actually beat him up out in the parking lot where you had I think it was Nigel Amolo that said he kept his promise. So I liked that they said that because it made it kind of funny. And I just love watching him beat the crap out of his opponents every time. So obviously I think he's either going to just go singles and just destroy everybody, or he will get a tag team partner that won't suck.
Yeah, it's either going to be Steve Cutler or I think Cesar, more logically probably Cesar Bononi.
Yeah, probably. I would say probably one of them. Then we had the next match. It was Billie Kay with Peyton Royce ringside versus Ruby Riott, because I guess they finally made it look like that Ruby Riott actually watches the product. So that was great.
Good match. I'm going to have to say it. Shit finish.
Yeah, weird finish.
Shit finish. It was a shit finish.
She didn't even win with her finisher, I don't think.
Yeah, it was a fucking... the Bailey kick didn't even connect.
Maybe
a devastating kick to the air.
Maybe Peyton Royce fainted because she got nervous she was going to get hit.
She's like, oh no, not my nails. My nails.
I like the little thing that they do, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay do, where they point at each other just randomly. It's so weird.
It's
so cringy.
It's like they inherited a bit of. No, all right. That's too mean, James. I'm too tired, aren't I? So mean. I was about to say it's like they inherited a bit of you.
Me? Yeah. Oh yeah, because I do my.
You always point at everyone.
I'll admit I taught him that, just like I taught Shinsuke Nakamura my hand thing too. So.
No, this is how you're like, oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I love you.
But then anyhow. We had the next in. It showed a little video package building up to the NXT Tag Team title match. Pretty much everything that's happened between.
That was fucking baller. That was a great promo. Seriously.
I really wish they would have done a promo with Sanity where Eric Young could have talked since he had been gone for so long.
Yeah, and by the way this production was shown, AOP are heels. Definitely going into this.
Yeah.
There's no question about it now, because you can tell they were heels. They showed fans doing the thumbs down of the teams they beat. And
yeah. It's just it's just weird that they're heels though, since they did that segment last week where they zip tied one of them to the
I think at this point, I think they're just. I guarantee you, you know what they really should be doing?
Getting Alexander Wolf out of that faction.
Yes, but this is how I think they should do it. Nikki Cross, she'll come into her own eventually.
No,
if she doesn't, then I think what should happen is Alexander should. Alistair, you idiot. I'm tired. That's probably right. But Alistair Black should come in and Black mask the shit out of Eric Young. Sending him as a trainer or something, or in the main roster. Who knows? And then he brings in Luke Harper, because what the fuck is he doing? He's not injured, as far as I'm aware. And if either keep Nikki Cross or bring in Ruby Riott, and you have your new Sanity. Because what it seems like to me that they're doing is making this an anti-hero faction, and I feel like Aleister would kind of be the perfect one to lead Sanity then. So
Yeah.
It's just a thought. I don't know. That's just what I'd do.
I feel like the match, in a sense, that Brooklyn's gonna flop because Eric Young won't be in the wrestling the match. It's gonna be Wolf and Dane, and it's just not gonna. It would work better if Eric Young was in it.
Wolf was gonna suck. Dan will at least bring out.
That's why I'm saying I think Eric Young would be better to be in the match instead, because he can fucking, and Wolf be the guy that's wins side instead.
I guess I can understand, because Wolf is more bigger and more built than Eric Young is, so I guess that's why they do it. It makes
maybe sense. Too, they want to make him look like he's the leader where he doesn't wrestle, but like if anything though, if you weren't gonna have Eric Young wrestle on this show, they should have waited to bring him back and actually screw Authors of Pain out of the titles or something, because it's just the fact that he's gonna be there and not wrestling over, and they're gonna have Alexander Wolf go in this match. And I swear on that Facebook Live interview, if Triple H says that Alexander Wolf's a great talent, then wow, like great talent. Then I guess maybe I don't know a great talent then. Oh wow, I just got like a YouTube thing about Daniel Bryan talking about why 205 Live is failing. It's kind of funny.
He doesn't give a shit. He's leaving in 2018 anyway. You hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he was going to New Japan right after. Like he's done.
Maybe that's why Talking Smack.
Oh shit! That's gonna boost.
You know what I'm thinking then? If maybe that's why Talking Smack got canceled, because maybe he doesn't give a shit. So maybe he'll actually say stuff on Talking Smack that he's already going off script on Talking Smack anyways. Can you imagine, like, now that he doesn't give a shit about what he's saying, him on Talking Smack with?
He hasn't given a shit since they forced him into retirement.
Yeah.
Because of physicians that probably don't have all their facts straight.
Let's be honest, they probably didn't want him back, because obviously they'd probably fucks over.
No, straight up. I think all he had to do was just change his style and not take as many risks. And I think he was smart enough to realize that. I don't think Brian's that stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a professional at this for a fucking reason, you know?
I feel like, too, they're purposely fucking with him, too, because they'll put him in angles where it looks like he's going to wrestle a match, but then it doesn't happen. Like, it's like fucking with them. It's like fucking with him and trying to fuck with, like, the fans that want him to wrestle.
Not even just that. The angle that should have been The Miz versus Shane McMahon, they do AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon with Daniel Bryan and no corner of either, and fucking, the Maurices and The Miz get jobbed out to Cena. Really good job on that fucking storyline. Screwed the pooch on that one, fuckers.
Why couldn't that notification? All right, let's get back to NXT. Why couldn't that notification come up when we were talking about 205 Live? Like, wow.
Right.
But yeah, because now segues us to the main event. It's Roderick Strong versus Drew McIntyre, where if Roderick Strong wins, he gets a future NXT Championship match. Really good match.
Fantastic main event.
I didn't expect this match to be as good as it was, because I thought they would want to have McIntyre not take as many bumps since he was having a match this Saturday, but no, they had him go all out. The beginning was really good. They threw everything that they could at each other. McIntyre threw Strong into the post when he went for the Hurricane face first, like he used to do to like Rey Mysterio when he would try to do that. I think Mysterio.
I think I know what's going to happen now, and I'm going to call this. And it's good, by the way. This is not me saying this is boring. It's good predictability. This is like shit that they should be doing anyway, which is exactly what they're doing.
Also, when I talk about the finish first, so that way you can say what's going to happen.
Yeah,
so pretty much.
Watch the match for yourself. I don't want to spoil anything for them because the match was that damn good.
Yeah. But Strong goes to hit like a high move off the top rope while McIntyre's in the 3-wall position.
Bobby Roode comes out, knocks him off, and then he just starts beating the shit out of the both of them.
Yeah.
And man,
but it does,
he gets heat. He gets proper heat.
But it does say
it's glorious, and then everyone's just like, glorious. Boo.
But it does say though on when I read the results that this was a no contest. So technically, Roderick Strong didn't win this match. So I think they're gonna probably play up on that angle.
Yeah, but Roddy, by all accounts, won.
Yeah, he did because I think he attacked him first, didn't he?
Attacked him first. He technically won.
Yeah.
I don't think they thought that through. I think they should have done that thing where the referee's back was turned, and then you see him kicking the shit out of both of them.
I think in a sense this match was a bad idea to do because you couldn't have, like I said last week, you couldn't have.
It's whatever. They want to say no contest, whatever, but we know that's not really what happened.
Because they didn't want to have Strong win because McIntyre's number one.
But I think what is going to happen now because of this, essentially he beats him up. He hits the first off before I get to what I think is going to happen. Bobby Roode, Drew McIntyre is also a very good actor because he's crawling up like Shawn Michaels did with the Undertaker WrestleMania 26.
Yeah,
he's struggling to get up, and then Bobby Roode hooks him for the glorious DDT. What a sell by McIntyre! Holy shit, he sold this beautifully.
I think McIntyre is a better athlete now, far better than when he was there the first time. It's he was good the first.
Seller too, far better seller.
One move I love that he does now is that reverse Alabama slam where he drops the guy just right on his face.
Yeah, I hope I see the Scott drop though. That Scott drop is fucking brutal as shit.
Is that his Future Shock DDT or is that something else?
I love that. I fucking love that Future Shock. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that he doesn't do that. It's kind of weird that he doesn't do that anymore.
Especially since he's in the Future Starts Now promotion.
Yeah. But anyhow, yeah. So
that's what happens. He beats him up. He stands tall. He's on the turnbuckle and he says, "Hey, Roddy." Blows a kiss like he did to his wife, being a dick that he is. And yeah, then he stands over Drew McIntyre and says, "Glorious," and then holds the belt right in McIntyre's prone, lifeless face and says, "This is my NXT," and then fade to black. I think what is going, no pun intended, by the way.
I know, yeah.
What I think is going to happen is they're probably going to do a screwy finish at Brooklyn, which they rarely ever do. So I'm totally okay with it because it's a heel getting his comeuppance. So the storyline calls for this. I think Roode is going to get screwed by Roddy at Takeover. I think the ref is going to take a bump or something, and Roddy's going to come out and kick the absolute fucking shit out of him, and he's going to hit him with the end of Heartache, and then Drew McIntyre is going to hit him with that running boot, and even though it's not really clean win, Drew will get his moment, Roddy gets his revenge, and Bobby Roode gets his comeuppance, setting up for the next triple threat come the next Takeover, which will then, the week after the Brooklyn show, after NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3, will be Roddy versus Roode still in a personal grudge match. Maybe a stipulation, maybe a street fight or something. And, McIntyre returns the favor and screws Roode again by having Roddy get a shot at the NXT Championship. But then Bobby Roode, being the manipulator that he is, manipulates Regal to know, because Regal's all about fair play, that wasn't fair, and so it makes it a triple threat. I think that's exactly how this is going to play out, which should be along those lines how it should play out, because it makes the most sense. I think that's how it's going to make sense. I think it's how it's going to build all of these guys' characters, and it's going to make a big money match, big main event for the next Takeover. And if it's anything like Bobby Roode is able to perform and how fucking McIntyre and Roderick Strong's match was, this match is going to be fucking off the chain. No doubt about it. And I can't wait for the triple threat match. I'm actually looking forward to the next takeover now more than I am Brooklyn 3. Like, that's how good that build-up seems to me.
So overall, before we preview Brooklyn 3, overall thoughts on NXT this week?
8 out of 10, by far.
Yeah. You know, I think I didn't really like
8 out of 10. There you
go. The only thing I did not like on this show was that they didn't do anything to build up Aleister Black and Tommy. Because I think they needed something else to do a build up for.
Do you really need to build up for that much? They kind of did their go home edition.
I know, but like you didn't really have them on this week, and it's been a couple of weeks since you've seen them. So
I know that, but there's only so much you can do. Plus, don't forget it was along the same tapings.
Yeah, so
which is why like guys like Velveteen Dream went on there and shit like that. That's the reason. Just because you can only do so many matches, you know.
At least NXT though, when they do their tapings, they book around like real stuff. Like unlike GFW, who books the guy that was suspended. No, but then again, that's not their fault either. I'm just saying, like the guy that's suspended all over the show, and they suspend him and then announce that he's suspended like right before when they have them all these tapings instead of announcing it afterwards or something. It was just weird. But anyhow, so now let's preview Takeover. I think this takeover, hype-wise, looks really good. I don't think it's as hyped as the past takeovers, but I still think it's got hype behind it. I'm looking forward to.
It's definitely going to be one of the better cards for sure this year.
Yeah.
As far as WWE wise, I don't care what anyone says. I don't even care. SummerSlam ain't even going to top this. Because like it never does, even at its lowest point, because you're invested more into these characters than you are with the main roster. So by far, it's going to be that alone. It's going to make it better.
Build wise, I think SummerSlam's been built up a little bit better, but I think match wise, this card is going to top SummerSlam.
Well, match card, and character build up wise, and character depth.
Yeah, because I think
other than Cien Almas, but that's whatever.
Yeah. So
because Vanessa is more over than him, put it that way.
From what I'm hearing though, we're gonna have like a lot of past stars showing up. Because I hear Corey Graves is gonna be there on the panel, which is gonna be great. Because it's been a while. Because it's gonna be nice to hear him on NXT again. I hear obviously Lita's gonna be there, so that's gonna be cool.
Lita on the period. What about everything else? What's going on? Sasha's there, Finn's there.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Everybody, are they all in the front row? What is their role?
Yeah, they'll probably show them in the front row or something.
Hey,
I'm trying to think though if I want to hear
the past of NXT. They're in the front row. Yeah.
I'm trying to think though. Maybe JR will come out and commentate a match. I think like it's gonna happen here or SummerSlam. I'm trying to think of which one.
Yeah, if he commented, we need to find out how good he is. Like, because I can't be the only one that thinks he's starting to get lazy now. Like, it just seems like he's not into it anymore, like he used to be. But I don't know. Maybe I need more matches to actually watch of his that he commentates. Son of a bitch. For fuck's sake.
We're live, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can't we do that?
Yeah, well.
At least you didn't mess up your words like he did, and then say, "Oh, can we start over?" And they're like, "No, you can't, man. We're live."
All right, let's continue though.
But I don't think the NXT is gonna need Jim Ross because they have Morrow there who can really call the matches and stuff.
God. I can't wait to hear him call these matches. That's the one thing I'm looking
for. Because
Nigel and Percy are a great team.
Yeah,
by far. Percy's a lot better with these two as well. I think they've given him some pointers, and I think all three of them gel so fucking well together.
Like, this is going to be like the first big show they're going to commentate together because they all joined.
Their best. I think it's going to be their best calls.
Yeah.
No question.
All right, so let's give our predictions for the match. We're not really going to preview it because since we just reviewed NXT. So obviously, I'll just start from the match that's like the least important and go into like the main event. And I'm not saying that there's any match that's of least importance, but obviously we have Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas.
Gargano.
Yeah, Gargano's winning. They're gonna probably try to do something with him. I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna get like this. He's gonna get a lot of success in NXT, and then eventually, when Tommaso Ciampa comes back, whether it's on the main roster or in NXT, he's gonna probably attack Gargano because he's gonna be jealous that he was successful without him. So
Yeah.
But I hear he's not scheduled to come back till like next year though, because he's out for that long. So they kind of
fucking long, Jesus. Fuck.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
a long time.
I feel like that's what
dude. He's gonna lose all his momentum.
I feel like that's why, in a sense, he should like. What would have been better is if Neville had kept his title, he had come back in the cruiserweight division. But then again, if he go, knowing that the main roster is going to.
Now that I think about it, Gargano's probably the only legitimate guy that could defeat him. Then again, Neville could win the title back and be a two-time, and this reigns longer than the other one. And then Gargano makes his way to the main roster, wins the belt back, and then Ciampa returns and ambushes him, and then they start their program.
Just the only problem is I don't really want it. I don't want to see that feud on the main roster because if that feud goes on the main, especially in the cruiserweight division, it's going to be.
Yeah.
They'll probably give away the match to like on the go home show or something.
You know how they rush their shit, fucking Owen. Let's be honest. They shouldn't have even broke up DIY to begin with. Let's be honest, and they shouldn't have broke up an American Alpha to begin with, and they should have put those two teams on the Revival all on SmackDown. If they were smart, that's exactly what they would have done. They're not, so let's just move on.
I think DIY. I didn't mind that DIY broke up because they did everything they could do as a team on NXT, and
but they could have done so much more on the main roster, especially because we never got that one amazing triple threat like mayhem match with DIY, the Revival, and American Alpha, which would have been fucking amazing.
We weren't gonna get it anyways because. Two of the teams were on different brands.
As I said, if they were all on SmackDown, remember, if they were all
blame the brand. Yeah, blame the brand split for not being able to get that match.
No,
everyone wanted the brand.
Creative. Brand split doesn't mean shit. It's the creative.
They should
these idiots, or whoever idiots draft them, I should say.
So what if like a SmackDown superstar showed up to Raw? Were they not allowed to go there even though they work for the company?
It doesn't matter. I'm tired. Let's on the card.
So yeah, Gargano's gonna win his match.
Yeah.
And then we have Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami. This match is a little tougher to predict because you have Itami who just turned heel and Aleister Black have his undefeated streak. This is gonna be a stiff match, but I think Aleister Black's gonna win because I think he's got an
undefeated streak going.
And they seem to be really behind him, so I think he's gonna win. And hopefully Hideo Itami does not get injured in this match, but we'll have to wait and see. And then we have the NXT Tag Team Title match. It's the Authors of Pain versus Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane. Authors of Pain are winning. They gotta get the Ascension's record out of the record books, and. Yeah, they have to.
I do, even though you don't like him, and trust me, I don't either anymore. I would like to see that match, though, just to see how dominant they could really be by beating the former most fucking longest reigning tag.
But
that match has to happen on NXT, and they should dominate them.
They suck. Well, yeah, they should because they suck.
But again, I want to see it.
I just want to. If it leads to them getting squashed, I'd be all down with seeing that match.
Maybe not squashed, but squashed enough.
Well, they suck, so they should get squashed. So, then we have the NXT Women's Title match.
What if they want to be mashed mashed potatoes instead of squash?
They can get mashed then. And then we have the NXT Women's Title match. It's going to be Asuka defending her belt against Ember Moon.
I think about it now, and I feel like Asuka should win, but I think Ember Moon's winning. So I'm going with Ember still.
Ember Moon's winning because I think because it wouldn't make sense that they told this whole story just to have her lose again. And then obviously I think Ember Moon's the perfect person to break this streak. I wouldn't mind if Asuka won either, if they wanted to keep her streak, saying that she never lost in NXT. But I think
go wrong either way, really. You can't go wrong either way.
But then you have the problem is who else can defeat Asuka because she's beaten everybody. So, yeah, that's the problem you have there.
I'm sure from the Mae Young Classic that will come out there.
Then we have the main event. It's the NXT. You already kind of predicted what's going to happen. You predicted McIntyre. This match is obviously the match has more of a build-up if you know more about the behind the scenes about how McIntyre got released and stuff. So this match has that going for it, and obviously you got the two great characters. And obviously, I've been saying this for a couple of weeks, and thank God they didn't throw Strong in there as a triple threat. I think Drew McIntyre should win this match, and I want him to win this match because it would kind of stick it to Vince if he won this match because he finally overcame all of the obstacles that the WWE thrown at him. So I think Drew McIntyre should and will win this match.
And then hopefully, provided that booking is not fucking him over too bad, he'll win the WWE World Title too. And when that day happens, if it happens, I'll be proud. Because that dude,
I want to see
that dude deserves it more than anyone else in that whole roster. Period.
Yeah, because of he got fucked over like bad when he was released. So this is going to be a makeup once he wins Saturday.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is now tomorrow.
Extreme Makeover, Strong Style Edition.
Then, so that's NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3. So now we're gonna do our picks for SummerSlam. We've already previewed the show.
Let's fucking do it. Let's get it out of the fucking way.
We got a 7-hour show to predict, dude.
That's why I'm saying let's just get it out of the way.
Because you probably don't want to rant. So we have 3 kickoff matches. I don't know what order they'll come in, but we have the Cruiserweight title match, Tozawa versus Neville. I'm picking Akira Tozawa because it would make sense to just throw the belt right off him. But I still think even if Tozawa wins, Neville will be obsessed with wanting to get that title, and he will be in the title picture for about 1 month, and then afterwards he'll get moved. Hopefully he'll get moved up because if he just stays in the Cruiserweight division, his career will be dead. So, yeah. I think Neville will. So I think Neville hopefully will be out of the Cruiserweight division, but I'm picking Tozawa to win. Then we have a 6-man tag team match. This just shows you how well all these guys are being utilized. You have the Miz and the Miz Chirage versus the Hardy Boys and Jason Jordan. They should.
Oh, fuck that. Fucking be in the pre-show match. The fact that Hardy Boys are on the pre-show match is atrocious. The fact that the Miz is on the pre-show is fucking atrocious. And he's Intercontinental. Baby faces are going over. It's clear as day.
Who is you cut your thing cut out?
Baby faces are going on.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. Baby faces are winning, even though they won on
baby faces.
Even though they won on Raw, but they'll probably win again at the kickoff. And then we have the SmackDown Tag Team title match. Big E and Xavier Woods defending the titles against Usos. Make a New Day. Because I think they want to keep the belt on them. And the only problem is who do they feud with, but we'll get there when we get there. So who you pick? New Day, Woods and Big E, or Usos? Okay, Usos.
Just get all rated R like a boy, Xavier Woods.
This match shouldn't even be on the kickoff either, because this is like the best feud on SmackDown.
This is the best feud, period, on the main roster.
And it's like the best tag match. They had the best
because both teams show extensions of themselves. Oh my god, what a concept!
It's like you get it's like you get punished for that. Then we have like the actual. Then we have the actual card itself. We have the Raw Tag Title match. Cesaro and Sheamus defending the titles against Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
Definitely Dean and Seth winning.
Yeah, I think this is going to lead to Ambrose turning. Hopefully, this is where it's going. Ambrose turning on Seth, but they just reformed as a team. It would make sense to just do it right out of the gate because that's just jumping the gun on it. But since it's the WWE, they may do that. So,
because, you know, let's break up another fucking tag team like we haven't with like fucking 3 of them already.
So,
3 of their best, in fact, fucking morons. Sorry, it baffles my mind. Like, what is it now? DIY, American Alpha, fucking Enzo and Cass.
Yeah.
The fuck.
And but yeah, I think that Dean and Seth will win, and Dean will go heel because Dean needs to go heel bad. So,
I think all 3 of former Shield members need to go fucking heel at this point. It's not gonna happen
because it involves Roman turning heel.
Yeah.
Then we have the Randy Orton versus Rusev. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Rusev wins because he needs it more. Even though Orton probably will win, but I'm picking Rusev.
I'm gonna just go with Orton. I don't even care. Why is this match a thing? It's so stupid.
They both needed something to do, man. They didn't have anything for them because they decided to like give Jinder the belt.
Nothing to do with for Randy Orton.
Because they have him jobbed to Jinder like 3 times.
Right. Never mind. Fuck's sake, man.
What else is on this show? We have the SmackDown Women's Title match, Naomi versus Natalya. Not like a bad build-up match, but it's like they haven't done enough to build it up. But I like that it's Natalya versus Naomi. I think that'll be a decent match. Probably more. I'm picking Natalya just because of all the shit she had to go through with this company. So I think if she won, it would be a nice makeup for everything that she had to go. Pretty much the same reason I'm picking Drew McIntyre to win the NXT title. No cash in because they're teasing it way too much. And if she
does cash in, then I'll be pissed.
What if she fails?
Then the Money in the Bank pay-per-view was completely fucking pointless. Holy shit.
Can you imagine too? They like build so much around the first ever women's Money in the Bank, and then they had the.
Well, not to mention the fact that the man won the first Money in the Bank ladder match ever, and then the fact that the woman who had the man win it for her fails to fucking cash in, making her look like a dumb blonde, which appeals to a stereotype, which is probably going to get social justice warriors all fucking keyed up, fired up on their keyboards, and then the social injustice warriors are going to just put a fucking hand between our heads because we're like, we don't care about that too much. The fact that you just made your fucking Money in the Bank pay-per-view means Jack and shit, and Jack went home, and you're just going to piss everybody off because that's WWE's MO now, whether they want to admit it or not. Let's piss off the fucking world.
And then, if Carmella like that, they should just end like the women's revolution if Carmella fails or cash in. Like that's it. It's dead in the water.
Mae Young Classic canceled.
I still want Kona. I want. You know what?
Kona Reeves wins the Mae Young Classic.
You know what should happen to the Mae Young Classics?
Finally saved, and he knows that he wants to be a woman now.
You know what should happen actually in the Mae Young Classics? I know this would. They should have somebody. Remember, like when they should have Stevie Richards disguised as that woman when the Mae Young Classics.
Fucking, what was it? Freaking, what was it?
I don't even remember, but
why am I blanking on his name? He's one of the greatest. Bobby Heenan, when he was dressed up as the fucking grandma. The classic.
It's so sad too.
He had the light bulb. Oh god, that's terrible.
No, you know it should be Vince. It should be Vince. It should be Vince disguised as a woman, and you don't know who this woman is, and then he takes off his wig and it says, "It was me. It was me all along."
No, you know who it's gonna be. It was me. It was Santina Marella. Santina wins again.
You know what? If this doesn't happen in the Mae Young Classics, I'm going to be disappointed a little bit.
How many times have they screwed the pooch on the fucking women with a fucking guy?
You gotta admit, though, I want like a Santina Marella appearance in the Mae Young Classics and winning it. That would be fucking like.
I'd piss myself laughing, but at the same time, I'd be fucking pissed the very next day. It'd probably be the most bipolar you'd ever fucking see me. Anyway, where are we at now?
Okay, so we have since we're talking about women, sort of. That's definitely an inside joke right there. We have the Raw Women's title match. It's going to be Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. You know, instead of WWE turning Bayley's injury into a storyline.
With that ass.
Yeah.
And
shout out to the person that slapped that ass. Did you hear someone like slapped Alexa Bliss's ass at a show?
I need to see this so bad.
Did you hear people like blowing up about it too? Like saying that person should be arrested for sexual.
What, the kid?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god!
If you think about it though, it's really not even the kid's fault. It's Naya's fault for putting her in that position.
Well, it's the fucking parents' fault for letting him get that close and slapping her fucking ass.
I wonder what like.
But even then, it's like, what can you do? They probably didn't realize he was going to do that. They didn't fucking realize it.
I think we'd all do it.
I'd fucking do it. No problem.
But anyhow,
but Buddy Murphy might kick my ass. Hold on, where is it? Because fucking Shady said he was gonna send it to me.
I think.
Oh yeah, you know what he did? Send it to this.
I think Buddy Murphy only has a job with the company now because Alexa Bliss is in the company.
Right.
Because he hasn't been on TV in like months. On WWE Network. Anyhow, I'm gonna pick that.
Oh yeah, Shady tagged it to me on Facebook like a fucking moron. Hold on, I want to see this before we continue because I'm gonna forget if I don't look it up.
Okay, I'm gonna give my pick first since Alexa Bliss is probably gonna retain because I don't see Nia win. I don't see Sasha winning. Maybe eventually, but I see Alexa retaining. And then but with Alexa's retaining, so like why take the belt off Alexa? She's doing so good on Raw. Like she's probably like the best part on Raw most weeks.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, she's not. Braun's the best part. Braun and Joe are the best.
Hold on, wait. I'm watching this. I must watch this now. Oh my! And Nia's reaction. Oh, that's priceless, yo.
Do you ever watch? Oh, you don't. Do you ever watch their Instagrams like stories together too?
Oh my god! How old is that kid though? Actually, shit. That's probably why I thought he was like a cute little youngster, but apparently he's like he looks like 10 or 11. Ugh.
What are you gonna do? Sue a 10-year-old?
They can't really. No, maybe their parents. I don't fucking know.
I feel like I don't think Alexa even.
Yo, hold up. I have a screenshot of Alexa's face. She's fucking laughing. She's laughing. She's like, did someone just smack my ass? Oh my god, you lucky bastard.
I know.
Fuck's sake. I wonder, did Bayley see it? Is there a good shot of what her reaction was? Please tell me there was.
No, I didn't see Bayley's.
That would have been fucking funny.
Bayley probably got like booed out of the building.
Oh my god, she even tried to stop it from fucking happening. Oh, I know who the kid they're accusing now. I think the kid next to him might be his brother.
Okay.
the kid in the white hat next to him, because she should have been the one to stop him. That dude, oh man, you could tell he not only is he a social.
Lou. Oh, he froze. I guess that topic was too much for James's camera to handle. He froze on me. He's gone. I think he's going to bed. He's going to bed. He froze. He's frozen. Let's see if I can. Hello? Like I can hear. Hello? The hell happened? Like you can hear that he's here, but like I'm gonna message him saying that he froze on me. Oh, I'm coming to Hangout ended.
Yeah, I logged
Why not?
out. Sorry.
Okay.
It did a thing. Hold on. But yeah, as I was saying, dude, I'm seeing everybody's faces in the fucking front row. And everyone in the front row. Dude, there's more shock on people's faces than when the Undertaker's streak got broken. Like everybody's jaws on the fucking ground.
I'd have to watch it. I'd have to watch it again.
Dude, watch it. It's hilarious. Alexa Bliss fucking snickers because she didn't know what the fuck to do.
Where's that angle? Is that?
You can see it as Alexa, like when you see Nia's like, oh my god, that just happened face, and you could see Alexa like fucking laughing, trying like not to break kayfabe. It's fucking funny as shit, dude.
But anyhow, who are you picking
so
for Sunday? Who are you picking for Sunday?
Yeah, sorry. Alexa Bliss. I just said that. Alexa Bliss, like fucking 5 times. Go.
Next match is John Cena versus Baron Corbin.
John Cena by DQ. I'm gonna go with that, but it's definitely John Cena either way.
What is Cena gonna win because Corbin kicked too much ass? For being too Corbin was being too dominant.
Probably.
Then I'd rather just see. I'd rather just Cena win than Corbin losing by kicking too much ass.
Whatever.
I'm gonna say Cena wins because I like after what happened on SmackDown. I think even if Corbin wins, it's not gonna save his career. I think Corbin's career is just fucked. And then we have the WWE Championship match. It's Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal.
Oh boy, here comes depression because I don't have much hope. Jinder Mahal.
I'm picking Shinsuke. I'm not picking Jinder Mahal. I think it's fun. I feel like that he actually will lose.
Don't get it wrong. I hope he loses, but I'm not chancing it. I'm picking him to win.
I feel like he will lose because he's lost the past couple of times. I feel like they've given up on him because he's lost to Orton on SmackDown. He would have lost to Cena, so I think Vince has moved on.
I hope. Knowing this company, where they fuck the pooch on everything, I don't trust it. So
we have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt, and this time Finn Balor will be the Demon King.
Demon King wins.
Agreed.
What about Demon King? Is he coming back?
Probably not. He's got an election. He's got an election to run for.
Fuck.
We have Big Show versus Big Cass, where Enzo Amore's pound above the win in a shark cage.
God, fuck this match. Fuck the reasoning for Enzo in the fucking shark cage. Fuck this feud. Fuck the reasoning for this feud. Why? Just why? Just a whole lot of why. Big Cass, get the feud over with. God damn it.
A lot of people say, I hear like there's a rumor that Enzo may turn heel and join it back up with Big Cass, but I'm just gonna say Big Cass. I'm gonna say Big Cass.
That's what should happen. At least they're not broken up anymore. Fuck.
It'd just be pointless to just break them up just to put them back together a couple months later. So I'm just gonna say Big Cass wins clean. I hope Big Show comes up with that Big Cass that he had from like 2000 New Year's Revolution 2006. Because then if he doesn't, then what they did with him on Raw made no sense, and that'd just be funny and to see him do it again. Then we have the United States Championship match.
Means New Year's diaper?
Huh?
You mean his New Year's diaper?
No, the big. Remember, like when Triple H broke his hand like a couple years in 2006.
Oh, right. Right, I remember. Right. All right. Anyway. Continue.
We have the United States Championship match. AJ Styles defending against Kevin Owens with Shane as the guest referee.
You mean Shane McMahon, Sheamus, dude?
I said Shane.
Sheamus. I heard Sheamus. Anyway, AJ Styles. I'm so done with death with this feud. Can we end it?
I think this match is going to be. I think this match will finally deliver since it's on a bigger stage. And
yeah, probably.
It just
after this, it should be done.
Yeah, it sucks. That this whole feud now has just been involved around Shane, and the whole match is probably going to be involved around Shane. So, yeah. But I think this match is going to be used to set up Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens for a future SmackDown Live pay-per-view. Which
fucking street fight, dude. I want a street fight.
Then we have the main event. It's the Fatal 4-Way match for the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman ringside, defending against Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman.
Ready for more depression? Oh, boy. Wait until you hear my pick. Even though you already heard it already. We'll continue.
The most excited match on this card. These are
definitely.
These are four big badasses going at it for the title. This makes SmackDown's main event scene look like shit because SmackDown's main event scene is shit because of who the champion is. Like, think about it. If Jinder Mahal got into the fight with these fucking guys, you get fucking buried in a second. At least we hope so. At least we hope so, anyways.
Yeah, straight up. I actually would prefer babyface Reigns to take the fucking belt off of Jinder. I'm not even joking when I say that.
Yeah. That would
probably. But then again, that's kind of what led Jinder to become champion in the first place, since they fucking screwed the pooch on his character so
bad. This is a really tough match to predict. Obviously, we have in this match, I didn't mention this tip, that if Brock and Heyman lose, Brock and Heyman are going to leave WWE. There's a lot of scenarios they can go. WWE probably will pick the lame one because that's what they usually pick.
I'm not even giving WWE credit on that fucking shit.
The only thing, the two things I want to see happen is either Paul Heyman turn on Brock Lesnar and join up with Samoa Joe and help him win, because that would be really cool. And I hear Heyman's pushing for Joe to win, which probably isn't going to happen. So that scenario isn't going to happen. And I obviously want to see Braun Strowman win because I think if he won, the ratings would people would be. I think he could bring up. I think he could bring the ratings up because people.
I'm sorry. I love Joe, but at this point, Braun Strowman as Universal Champion equals ratings, dude.
Yeah,
you have to go with them. They're not going to.
Especially
simply put, I swear they're not going to.
Especially too, like if Strowman wins and the rated, they need the ratings because football season will be back too.
Yep. No, they don't care. I'll tell you, they don't care.
They claim football isn't competition, even though it takes half their audience away from them.
I'm telling you right now. Who do you pick first? Who are you picking?
I'm gonna pick Braun Strowman for the ratings reason. I'm also gonna pick him because he's just really hot right now, and I I just think that if it's a mistake if he does not win this title and they wait too long. I'm gonna pick. They're gonna go with Strowman. I think he should just. I think he should win, and I think he should pin Reigns to win this match. So I don't Lesnar ain't taking the fall.
Simply put, I don't have that much faith in that because this is the WWE. They've screwed the pooch time and time again. And as much as this fucking kills every joy in my being saying this, Roman goddamn Reigns is walking out Universal Champion and laying out all three fucking guys. I just know it's going to happen. And he's going to walk out as Superman, and he's going to be your WWE Universal Champion.
As a face.
Calling it. I'm calling it right now. And that alone and gender retaining, which I'm calling is happening. I just see it. I hope I'm proven wrong, but I have to embrace myself for the absolute worst to at least be hope that the best could happen. That's how bad this is now. But my predictions are Jinder and fucking Reigns. I hope to God I'm wrong, but I don't see any other way that this is going down. This is the WWE we're talking about here. So I'm picking Roman, and after that, I'm making another bold prediction. Within 2 years, WWE is going to lose their distribution rights from USA Network because of this. I'm calling it now. If this is what happens, they're fucked. They're fucked. There's no coming back from this at all, period. This Hannah Johnson issue at that point, like, this is beyond that. Like, you're actually losing ratings. At least you can somewhat excuse it with Cena. You can't excuse it with these fucking guys.
So you're saying that? So what if Reigns won but Nakamura won? Like, can neither of them win?
It'd be very different. It'd be very fucking different because then SmackDown would be good again, and then you had some hope.
And then what if anybody but Reigns won the main event and Jinder retained? Then is that so? If Jinder, like, what if both of them? What if only one of them won?
SmackDown will continue to be shit, but if Strowman wins, then ratings would still be good. Shinsuke Nakamura equals ratings for SmackDown. Braun Strowman equals ratings for Raw. If they're fucking smart, they'll do both, but they're not.
I think Joe would get ratings for, especially like if they do the Heyman heel turn.
No, not as much as Braun.
Oh, I agree, but I think like people would be.
Braun would equal more ratings, and by the way, this is coming from a Joe fan. I love Joe. I've always loved Joe, but I can't deny Strowman is white hot. You have to go Strowman. You're foolish to go with any other alternative, even with the Paul Heyman heel turn. You can't. You can't do it. If they do, I'll be shocked. And you know what? As a fan, I'll be disappointed if Reigns wins, but I won't be disappointed if Lesnar really retains. It's whatever. But the other two options, Heyman turning heel, Mojo wins, or Strowman winning, either way, I'll be fucking ecstatic.
This goes back to that storyline with Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. Anyone but you, Roman.
Right? Now it's anybody but you, Jinder. Anybody but you, both of you. Fucking god damn it. It's just, get the fuck off my TV at this point. Like, that's why I don't even watch it. I don't even, like, literally, I don't watch Raw for this. Like,
so would you watch Raw and SmackDown if Strowman won and Nakamura won?
No, probably not. I'd probably watch the YouTube clip still, but at least I'd be watching something related to it instead of avoiding this fucking company like the goddamn plague.
What if what could they do Sunday that would make you want to watch it again?
Fire the Writers one. Woman burial.
What about in the terms of this like what on this show would make you want to watch?
Shinsuke winning clean and Braun Strowman looking like a monster winning the belt. That would probably restore some faith. But I don't really have a lot of faith. You can't really blame me because how many times have I thought somebody else was going to win against Reigns and we've been disappointed time and time again?
Yeah.
And how many times have I thought that Jinder was not like anybody but Jinder out of all fucking people was not going to get the belt, but they managed to prove me wrong there.
Well, only 3 times because he's
whatever. It does. I don't fucking care. But my point is, you can't blame me. Like this company, like even my dad, who's a casual fan, will say like, "This is shit." Like my dad said that when he saw Jinder as champ.
I just wonder, like,
you know, I don't mean to depress. By the way, I don't mean to depress you. This is just I don't have faith in this company. I really don't. Hopefully, we're wrong. Cross our fingers, we're wrong. But I'm not. I'm sticking with my guns here.
I just want to see like what the ratings are like in India, and see like if they've really improved in India, like they say they have. But if they probably, I don't see how they could have, because they've made the champion from India, who's not even from India, look like crap.
Yeah, not to mention he doesn't help his case because he can't even fucking walk on 2 fucking feet, let alone wrestle. He looks like he walks on 2 left feet as opposed to a left and a right. And he has the shittiest finish of anybody in the fucking WWE other than fucking Arya Davari's stupid fucking clothesline piece of shit Rainmaker fucking ripoff.
And anyhow, that's
I'd rather Velveteen Dream fucking beat the shit out of both of them with his fucking elbow drop that he can fucking hit perfectly, and have him win both belts.
I'd actually rather Velveteen. I'd rather watch Velveteen Dream's like entrance 40 times than to watch Arya Daivari or Jinder fucking Mahal.
It's more entertaining, more charismatic, and more fucking promising.
Now, would you mark out if you saw Kona Reeves at one of these shows? Would you be like, yeah, Kona Reeves?
Yes. Absolutely. Kona Reeves. No, swerve of the century. Kona Reeves wins the WWE World title, and Velveteen Dream wins the Universal title.
How about this? Kona Reeves wins all the belts in NXT and on the main roster. How about that?
Including women's? Including Man Classic and including Cruiserweight Classic that already happened and including Wrestling Classic.
No. Here's what he's
Kona Reeves.
Here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna have sex with both women in the division, so that way he owns the women's championship. They have to give him the women's title.
He becomes a pimp daddy.
Well, that's the only way he can get.
How else is Kona Reeves? Saving one pimping at a time.
And then he has to become a citizen of the United Kingdom, so that way he can win the UK championship. Yeah, see. Now for the cruiserweight title, quite frankly, he can just come say, "I want the cruiserweight title." They'll just give him it because he's Kona Reeves, man. He's Kona Reeves. Kurt Angle will strip Miz of his IC title.
I'll spit out my Mountain Dew.
Kurt Angle will strip Miz of his IC title for not defending it.
They just give it to him because.
No, here's what else is gonna happen. Kurt Angle will strip Miz of his IC title for not defending it enough, and he'll get a look at Kona Reeves and says, "You know, you look impressive. Here's the Intercontinental Championship."
And he'll get the title of Kurt Angle's son too.
And then he'll win. He'll win the United States title from because Shane McMahon will turn heel and line himself with Kona Reeves because
and then Kona Reeves becomes president, turned dictator, to then world dominator.
Yes. Kona Reeves.
The ultimate game of Risk. Dictator Kona Reeves.
No. Kona Reeves will become a god. Kona Reeves will decide who goes to heaven and who goes to hell.
Kona Reeves is Haku from Samurai Jack. That's literally the plot of Samurai Jack.
No, and Kona Reeves will win the Mae Young Classics. They're gonna have to redo the Cruiserweight Classics, and you'll have to win that. They'll do a second one. He'll win the Dusty Rhodes. He'll win the Dusty Rhodes.
The UK title tournament, and then they'll do the first two Dusty Classic tournaments by having him clone his old gimmick to team up with. So it's Kona Reeves.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need a tag team partner. He'll just enter the tournament by himself.
Yeah, but he can clone himself.
And then he's got to go to GFW. He's got to go to GFW and win all the championships there. He's got to go to New Japan, win all the championships there. Go to Ring of Honor, win all the championships there.
He goes to Billy Corgan's NWA, wins all the titles.
And then Kona Reeves will go win a Super Bowl. He'll go win the NBA Finals. He'll be his own.
In fairness, he's tall enough to win the NBA Finals and fucking throwing a football.
He doesn't need a team. He doesn't even.
Like pass to Kona Reeves. Kona Reeves is on commentary. The world's just full of Kona Reeves, just like no other humans but Kona Reeves.
Maybe
that's how the world ends. That's how the world ends. Maybe Kona Reeves saved himself and no one else, and now there's just all Kona Reeves.
Maybe we are Kona Reeves, both of us.
Except he kept it one as his brother, Keanu Reeves, and then his sister, Konaze Reeves. So that way the world can populate, even though it's incest. But fuck it.
And then
in the world, and then Kona Reeves is just God. And everyone just looks fucking ridiculously Hawaiian.
Kona Reeves is gonna take over the world, man.
Yeah, Kona Reeves for president. Do it.
He's gonna be he's gotta start in the WWE first. Gotta start somewhere.
Got this, Kona. We believe in you.
If Kona Reeves wins the Mae Young Classics, I'm not gonna crap on that.
If Kona Reeves should not do the dick spot and rip off Joey Ryan's dick and shove it straight down his mouth. There's a question. Do you think that they should just, right when the Mae Young Classic starts, they shouldn't even bother showing any of the matches? They should just have all the competitors come out, wish them good luck, and say, by the way, the tournament's canceled, but your winner, Kona Reeves. And then everyone has to force to suck his Kona Reeves like dick. And his head is actually his face. Like, and I'm not talking about his head.
No, and then the next few episodes of the tournament, just them worshiping Kona Reeves.
What if Kona Reeves actually sees? Oh my god, he'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with people? He changes professions.
Imagine we force Kona Reeves out of the wrestling business.
Maybe he'll become a doctor like Eddie Edwards.
And then he goes on a podcast and it says why he left the company. Like, well, these two guys were just talking about how I was gonna take over the world.
have them suck my dick and everything.
So I just got creeped out by the fan base and I just left it.
Yep.
Who do you think would be the perfect person's podcast where he would have the best reaction to him saying that?
I feel like Ryback would fucking laugh his ass off. And then Joe Cronin would have the best fucking time with that one. Oh, shit.
The funny thing is, he knows us too, so we can say that.
He's like, Kona Reeves forced out of the wrestling business by two guys that I know. What the fuck?
All right. Before we get off here, though, let's send our condolences to Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Obviously, because
I'm hoping he's okay.
I don't want to have to. I just hope I don't have to come on here and do rest in peace, Ric Flair. I really hope that doesn't happen.
No, we're gonna have to do a fucking. There's gonna be so many fucking shows on that too. Like
Yeah.
everyone's gonna be down, and I'm like, oh god, why am I doing a show?
Ooh, and especially too if it happens before SummerSlam. Ooh, that's gonna be anytime it's gonna be bad, but that's gonna be worse.
God, dude, during SummerSlam.
Ooh, especially too like if it's before.
Yeah,
Especially,
and then all the fans are then let known, probably via their phone.
yeah.
Oh, that crowd's gonna go dead silent.
Yeah,
Right.
let's just hope he posts.
You know what? Let's pray to fucking God that doesn't happen. That would be
At all.
a fucking crap fest.
Let's just pray it doesn't happen at all, though.
Yeah, let's pray it doesn't happen at all, but especially like during SummerSlam, because like that would
Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't want that either. He's probably praying that it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially too because, especially like if it's like, can you imagine too like it's like just before the finish of the Jinder Mahal match and he retains.
Oh, that might end WWE sooner than you think, though.
Fans would be. I think fans will be irate. I think they. I feel like so. And then if Reigns wins
there
the
might be
title,
a riot. There might be a riot bad, worse than Charlottesville. All right, maybe not that bad, but actually, I don't know. This world's crazy enough.
yeah.
But anyway, fuck it. We're done. Can I just leave my shit?
Yep.
Condolences to Ric Flair, man. Hope you get better soon. You guys can follow me on YouTube at JEbertside95. You can also follow me on Twitter at JEbertside95. I do custom themes, custom Titantrons. I also promote custom Titantrons. I also run a pro wrestling podcast called the Pro Wrestling Roundtable, which you can find every week right there on YouTube.com. Right now, it's very random and sporadic when we actually film an episode, but I can't help that because, yeah, my work schedule is kind of that being said, when you promote your stuff, I'll also click the notification bell and save Kona Reeves.
Yes. So make sure you guys subscribe to my CM Brothers and Owen the Talking Native channel for content on there. Make sure you click on the bell so that way every single time I upload a video on that channel, you guys will get the notification for it. And make sure you guys.
If YouTube decides to work.
Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe Kona Reeves will save YouTube.
Kona Reeves, Matt Hardy broke it. Kona Reeves will save it.
I think Kona Reeves is going to save the monetization ads for professional wrestling.
Anyway,
and also make sure you subscribe to this channel for more Kona Reeves talk and more talk about professional wrestling. I am going to. It's obviously going to be a big weekend. I'm going to Top Rope tomorrow in the Rochester Fair. I'll have a review up of that show tomorrow. And then I'm going to be obviously at the NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3 review. Not sure if you're joining on that, James. It's up to you. And then obviously we have the SummerSlam review coming.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna know anything, so I'm not having anything spoil that shit. You do your own review. I gotta watch it like right when I get back from work. So like at 10 o'clock, that's when I'm probably gonna watch it.
Well, I'm not watching it live. I'm not watching it live either because of the Top Rope promote. I'm gonna actually delete the WWE app because they like send out notifications right after the match happens of the results. It's stupid. I always forget sometimes. I sometimes forget, so then I get like.
I'll tell you right now. I'm shutting my phone off at 7:55, and then I'm not turning my phone on until after the show's over.
Yeah. And then make sure, make sure I'm gonna mute the group chats too.
I have to stay up fucking late tomorrow too. I just realized because I have to edit the PWR podcast and post that. I'm not even doing a commercial break insert either. I'm just gonna fucking edit it in one shot and fucking get up as quick as I can. So anyway,
Hopefully I can be.
Did you promote your stepsis?
Yeah. Bye.
No, don't buy yet. What were you gonna say?
Hopefully, I can be on the next episode without any interruptions this time. So
Yeah. Hopefully.
Because then if I keep getting interrupted, the Virtual Wrestling Review series is gonna be impossible to do.
Yeah, no shit. All right.
So,
Well,
right.
we want to end the stream. Bye, guys.
Bye. Please save Kona Weaves.